Hey, it's ItsEmmaElise here, and today we're going to be looking at the top 10 to 15 posts on LivestreamFails for the last month. So let's get into it. So starting with the oldest first, I have a feeling we're going to see quite a bit of pirate software today. For those that don't know, he was in a dungeon with the OnlyFans, some of the members of that guild, which is a streamer guild on WoW Hardcore. He, as people said, roached out and left when things got hard. He claims that people were saying to run. Honestly, I don't think it really matters who's right or wrong in terms of technicalities. I think the majority of people were upset because of his attitude in responding, not necessarily the fact that he may have made a mistake, but how he kind of seemed to have a bit of a condescending attitude, in my opinion, in what I saw. So let's take a look at the first clip. Pirate software leaves call when asked to take accountability for killing 2 level 60s in hardcore WoW. So 2 of the people that were in the dungeon with him did die.
What do you want, man?
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirates.
Go on.
Oh. Yeah.
That was a super short clip. I think I saw a full clip. I'm surprised that such a short clip was in the top like 10 or 15 or whatever. But if this is the clip I'm remembering, he's at like a group meeting with some of the guild, and the person that was initially speaking is one of the people that I believe died in the dungeon with him, and was trying to say something like, hey, I wasn't trying to say it was your fault. I'm sorry. I was trying to just say like it was everyone's fault. And Pirate kind of responded by just being like, I'm not doing this again, and leaving the call, which kind of reflects that bit of having a bad attitude in response to everything. Okay, next one. Soda's conclusion on Pirate. He let 2 people die and can't play mage on a basic level.
No, Ampy's right here. Like, those 2 people did not need to die. Pirate absolutely could have saved them if he played his class to a basic level, which he knew he claims to know how to do. I've seen clips and I've heard it. He claims he knows how to do. Clearly could not in the panic, and then refused to accept any responsibility on that. That's it. That's all this is.
I mean, I think he said it harshly, but I think he kind of said it right. It's more a matter of like, I would say it was less a matter of I mean, I guess he did kind of, he always was talking about how he knows what he's doing and whatnot. So maybe that is part of it, but honestly, I think it's mostly the attitude. All right. Next one. Pirate on in-game reports. Quote, I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. There are a whole lot of people there who still know me. All of these reports are going directly to them. Failed to determine content classification. I don't know what that means. Let's check the mirror.
I didn't get this deep. Stop feeding into it. All of the accounts that are messaging me are getting reported. There's a funny fact about this. I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. There's a whole lot of other people there that still know me, and all of these reports are going directly to them. They're well aware of the situation, and everybody who's messaging me, they're going to get read. It's kind of a dumbass thing to do, and I can't wait for all of them to get banned. Yep.
Yeah, see, there's just that condescending attitude there. Can't wait for all of them to get banned. I believe he backtracked on that later on and said something about like, I only reported like 1 to 3 or something, which can't wait for all of them to get banned, and then like flexing that, well, I know people that work at Blizzard, all of these are going directly to them. If you have a benefit from working somewhere and like, you know, people are going to be on your side and like back you up or whatever, it's just kind of, I feel like I can't think of the right adjective. It's not classy. It's not like really, like, you're not being the bigger person by sitting there and flexing that, oh, well, I know the people these are going to and they're going to get banned sort of vibe. Just like, you don't even have to flex it. You can just kind of be like, well, in your own head, just be like, okay, well, I know this is going to be taken care of, or I know I have people that have my back. You don't have to sit there and flex it on stream, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. All right. Pirate G kicked.
Pirate got kicked? Oh my god!
I think that was what most of the responses were. If you just like look at it, it's just like, oh shit, what happened? The fuck? What the fuck? Pirate kicked. Oh, I'm blocking the chat, but that's just all the guild chat says there. It's just everyone being like, oh my god. I wasn't initially expecting him to get kicked, but the more I watched, the more I was like, how is this gonna be handled? So I think from what I saw, Soda handled it well, in my opinion, for the most part. All right. Elon Musk crashing out, leaks Asmongold's DMs, and removes his blue check mark. So this was started with Elon Musk, I believe, streamed playing Path of Exile 2, and people started questioning if he actually had gotten his account up to this really high rank it was at. And Asmongold was one of the people that addressed it. And so then there was like beef between Elon Musk and Asmongold, and Elon Musk did this. Did he even add anything to it? He didn't. He just posts a screenshot. When you're just like DMing Elon Musk casually. Okay, so he's DMing Zach, which is Asmongold. Asmon says, I'm going to see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. Elon, sure. Who are these mysterious editors? Zach, two guys, D. Asmongold and Kat Danny RU. They basically run the entire YouTube account, lol. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they just get a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. Elon, interesting. And I believe this was twisted somewhere to Elon was saying, I don't know if Elon said it himself, but I believe Elon implied somewhere that like Zach was having, why did I just call him Zach? It's because it was on the screen. That felt so weird. Asmongold was having, he had to report to like his bosses, and people gathered that basically Elon was interpreting this conversation in leaked DM or whatever as being Asmongold referring to his editors as his bosses, but they're actually his employees. And I'm just really confused how Elon, who seems to be so gamer and like streamer aware, doesn't understand something as basic as YouTube editing. I guess he's a billionaire, so he's probably out of touch to some degree. So, community note, Asmongold streams on Twitch, then allows his editors to cut and edit his content to create short form content for YouTube. He talks about it openly, and we got a link.
Listen, my YouTube editors, they can do whatever they want. So if they want to make a video and say Asmongold quit Diablo 4, then they can do that. And it's like, oh, well, but you said on YouTube, yeah, well, guess what? I hate to break the fourth wall, but you got fucking clickbaited. I didn't quit the fucking game. I just said I wasn't going to play it, and I was going to wait for the campfire, and if it looked promising, I'd play it again on good faith, because I like rewarding things that look like they're going in the right direction. That's all I said.
Hold up a moment.
Not Diablo 4, please. I think that we might be done with Diablo 4. I haven't completely decided yet. I might try it again off stream, but I just
This is old Diablo 4.
I don't want to do it. Like, keep playing then? I'm not playing. I'm done.
To be done with something. To give up or resign. To quit. Let
Dude,
go.
this is how
To
I
relinquish.
handle
He quit his
so
claim
many
to the throne. She quit her job.
I'm not playing. I'm done.
I handle so many things that way. Because with gaming, I get so bored. so quickly because of my ADHD, but at the same time I'm a completionist, so then I end up also like getting anal about like completing everything, and that burns me out too. So then I give up and I come back to it a few months later and I'll have said like I'm done with it. And I'm not actually done. I just need a break. All right. Next up, pirate wipes the raid and immediately calls himself out. And this is on Ashes of Creation. I don't know much about Ashes of Creation. I know it's kind of similar to a WoW in that it's an MMO at least. Oh, another. Wait, why are all of these down?
Sabu got left behind. Sabu is not paying attention. Sabu. God damn it, guys.
Oh, no. Who pulled the ocular?
Valorant casually gifting.
So one
subs
of
in the middle
you
that?
pulled the ocular. Why? Now half the raid is dead. Was there a reason for that?
So I'm assuming this was after the WoW thing. Who pulled the ocular? Why? Now half the group is dead. 20 minutes later, when people give him the clip that his spell pulled the mob, he says the pulled mob was not the reason they died. He did absolutely nothing wrong, even though he said the person who pulled the mob will be kicked. Interesting. His own ball of lightning pulls the mod, and then he immediately proceeds to blame the team. There's a clip that shows him reviewing the footage and changing from you pulled that to, yeah, my lightning ability was there because y'all are bad at the game and move the mobs. The next 10 to 15 minutes in that VOD are golden. Goes on to say how he will go back into the VOD and find out who pulled the ocular, and he'll kick them until chat starts linking him the clip where he's responsible, and he deflects saying the tank actually pulled another pack and that's why they wiped. Oh. Talks to people like a parent scolding a child. That is a very good way to put it. That is, other than condescending, that's the vibe I get, which it just makes me uncomfortable personally. I don't play AOC, but what is telling is how he speaks to his guild. Does he always have that I'm superior condescending tone with the shaking of the head type response? Isn't it a raid supposed to be collaborative? Yeah, see, I feel like in any game, if you get someone, whether they have a condescending attitude, and I'll be the first to admit, I come from a family where, like, almost everyone in my family, I think, has, like, even extended, a lot of them have kind of condescending attitudes. And so that's something I grew up with, kind of being fairly normalized, lots of sarcasm and lots of kind of almost condescending attitude, and like whether it was meant to be condescending or not, it kind of had that tone. And it's something that like my close friends have had to point out to me, and I've been working on myself having a less condescending, like just general tone, because I noticed that if I have at all a negative emotion, my voice kind of just goes straight almost to this like condescending tone, even if that's not what I'm intending. And just being aware to like step back and say, hey, sorry, I got a condescending tone, that wasn't my intention, and like trying again, like already has improved just communication so much with people, whether it's with my friends or like playing a game or with someone I'm working with or whatever. And I feel like in something like a raid, usually you're with a group that, as long as you're not doing like the one where you queue up, but most people do things like raids in these games with like their guild, people that are like their friends, and it's definitely supposed to be collaborative. And like a lot of games, like team games, Marvel Rivals / Overwatch / Valorant, all these things where you have like a team, it's so common as soon as one person gets like spicy or condescending or tilted, everyone else gets frustrated and it just goes downhill. It's one thing to like provide critique, and even it's okay if you mess up and have like a bad tone, but then it's a whole other thing when you kind of just don't take any responsibility, I guess, and then also continually have that tone and don't show any like awareness of it or improvement of it, I guess you could say. Actually, on full screen, can clearly see his lightning ball goes through the mobs and pulls the ocular mob. This clip that OP posted is him not admitting he caused the wipe just minutes after being given proof. He's going back and deleting. Oh, is that why I can't see him? He's going back and deleting VODs or shortening them to 4 seconds. That's why it was clipped. Interesting. Check out the mirror vids in the sticky comments to see the content. That's curious. So if I go back to the very first one, I shouldn't have closed them all. And see if there is there a mirror of this, and is it full? Because that was the one where I said, that's weird, it's so short.
What do you want, man?
It's so much longer.
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirate.
Go on.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear
I
God.
want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly.
That to me, okay, just before we finish watching it, that to me is such a sign of someone like, they're aware that they've done something wrong and they're just being too egotistical or narcissistic or something to accept responsibility, instead of coming out and saying like, hey, sorry, I should have done this instead, or I shouldn't have done that and I'm going to work to improve. You're just deleting it. That's disappointing.
I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say, we are just blaming you. It's about the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero
You see the
accountability,
point?
dude. Everyone can do something better.
you-
But when you open up and you
No,
yell over another
no,
person
listen,
like you
can
were doing
I
earlier,
speak?
nah, I'm good.
You
See ya. I'm not doing that shit again with him. Nah, he did it the first time. I'm not doing it a second one. Not interested.
Yeah, that's the full clip. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Wow, that's some tea that he's going through and shortening them and deleting. Wow.
Listen, my YouTube.
Okay. That's crazy. So this is follow up to that. Oh, this one's deleted too. And there's a mirror because it's been deleted. Wow. I'm gonna look at this again and see if I can tell what the heck is going on, because I don't play this game.
Sabu got left behind. Sabu is not paying attention.
I feel like I just don't know enough about what
Sabu.
I'm looking for here
God damn it, guys.
to like tell. Oh, is it the big blue? Oh, is it that blig? The blig thing. The big blue light. Okay. So he does throw whatever this big blue lightning ball thing is, and it's okay. So I'm going to assume that's what it was. I don't know enough about the game though. Interesting. All right. Next up, Pirate patronizes his raid members after wiping for 10 minutes straight, receives proof that he was in fact at fault, instantly deflects responsibility for his actions. Ooh, this might be what that other person was linking. I'm just going to go straight to the clip. Mirror here.
The lightning ball pulled. I cast lightning ball before that Oculus appeared, and half the raid was in the back because they pulled the wrong pack. I'm not at fault there. I'm correct there for doing that. 100%. No. Absolutely not at fault there. When I cast the lightning ball, nothing else was there but the targets I was hitting, and the tank had pulled a completely incorrect pack from behind our raid, guys. That is not on me.
I can't speak on that because I don't know. And I do know, like, from playing WoW that tanks are very involved in what happens in a raid like this. I don't know enough about Ashes of Creation to speak on that. But if I remember correctly, I believe he comes back and says he was at fault at one point and actually takes responsibility for this, unless I'm misinterpreting. But I mean, still talking, yeah, who talks like this among friends? Normal people apologize and move on. It is very, very, kind of condescending. I keep saying that word. It's really the only way I can think of describing it. Ooh, we got Lucari. Okay. Pirate Software bullying a totally new player to the game. Pathetic, dude. Is Lucari new to WoW? Passive aggressive. That's another way to put it. I didn't realize Lucari was newer to WoW. I mean, I guess if you're a gamer for your job, you pick things up pretty well.
You basically have to evocate to get your mana back for the next pull. Ugh.
Reminded me, sorry, I don't play the game, so I forget. If you remind me, I can help you both.
Yeah, it's too bad I'm the only mage in the party. You're right, Jen. If only someone else would cast Arcane.
Oh, that's mean.
If only.
Can't really keep wishing for things that just aren't here, though.
That is true.
That's true. That's true. Can't wish for the rogue. Can't wish for another mage to cast Arcane in.
Yeah.
Brother, may I have some oats? Oh, since we have 2 mages, we could probably poly the ads.
Wait, we have 2 mages. Oh, man.
Yeah, I can poly.
Here I've been the only one casting Arcane in. Incredible.
Oh,
Why is he?
crazy.
It's wild, right? You basically have to evocate.
There's like no. Okay, so it's one thing. Okay, it's one thing to like joke. I could see someone making that joke among friends, like being like, it was like kind of. Oh, I gotta sort my thoughts. I hadn't seen that clip. Okay, so if you were joking among friends, I could see someone like kind of bantering and making that comment. However, the fact that it comes right after Lucari was like, yeah, sorry, I don't like main this game or whatever it was that he said specifically. Can you remind me or can someone remind me or something? Because he's learning. He's admitting that like he made a mistake and he's learning. And then he got like nagged at by Pirate. If you were close friends, I could see that happening. I feel like it would still potentially hurt someone's feelings there. I still wouldn't like advise it, right? But it's silent. Like no one's laughing. I'm pretty sure Pirate and Lucari aren't like super close friends. Like they aren't like both in OTK or anything. I've never really seen them on anything other than like OnlyFans together. So don't get the vibe that they're super close friends, right? From what I've watched. So he's not really in a place to be kind of like negging him, I guess. And then everyone's silent. Lucari's silent. And Pirate just kept going. That's like just, now you're just being mean. That's not cool. I don't like that. And then Lucari finally like spoke up and said something like, you know, being like, hey, I'm aware that you're making fun of me right now kind of vibe. And Pirate kept going. That's so upsetting. I'm like upset for Lucari. That's like really rude. And I'm not even like a big viewer of either of those people, so making fun of others okay, making fun of him not okay. Yeah. All right, Tyler 1 wins the duel and becomes Guildmaster. So Soto was the Guildmaster of OnlyFans, and then he died while he was level 60 and had to make someone else the Guildmaster, and he made Tyler 1 the Guildmaster. And I guess now Soto got back up to level 60, and they were agreed to duel to see who got or kept Guildmaster. Oh, Tyler has like double the health. So many people spectating. I'm surprised there isn't lag. Oh yeah, he easily won that. Yeah. Tyler 1 has a baby, and that baby, it must be getting so habituated to very loud yells. That's funny. Because Tyler One's a League player, I believe. He's not a WoW player, so for him to beat Soda, who plays a lot of WoW, is pretty funny. Pirate Software was cheating on his Outer Wilds run. So yeah, so after the Pirate Software thing came out, people started digging, as people do when someone is canceled. They found, I believe, 2 different games that they thought he might have been cheating on. I think they were, I don't know much about either game, but they're both single player puzzle games. And he was like, I guess, looking at the answers. I will say, on the one hand, as a streamer, your job is to kind of entertain people. And if you get stuck on a puzzle for too long, your job is to entertain. If you see that you're boring people as you try to figure it out, I could understand to some degree a streamer like looking it up and just moving on. I did see a clip of him, and I don't think we have that clip up in the, it wasn't in the top, but there was a clip of him talking about and during one of those games. I guess someone asked if he cheated or looked it up, and he says something along the lines of cheating or like looking up the answers. We don't do that in this house. We solve puzzles or something. So he very blatantly like says something like, I'm not doing this sort of vibe. So at that point, you're then, if you are looking it up to keep the stream moving and flowing, it's one thing. But then once you address it, if someone asks you and you're dishonest about it, that's another. I don't know about either of the games, so I don't know if he was or was not. I believe he has said he wasn't. Other people have said, obviously, he was. Let's look at the clip. So this is Outer Wilds.
Want to test the thing.
Ingenious.
If I look away from it now, it's still there. The camera works.
He's watching it on double speed, it
We
looks
can
like.
pause it to stay in place permanently because we're looking at it. Technically. That portal no longer moves. A little too early.
649.52 is more blatant.
A little too early. Just a tad.
There's no way that he would be this blatant about it, though, right? Like, he's clearly looking at his phone right now. There's no way he would go from that and just instantly solve it. Like, you would at least fake trying to figure it out for another minute or two, right? Like...
Oh, is it still too early? Oh, damn. It might actually still be too early.
I believe this continues. I think I saw this clip, and he does, like, he just did it, and he does solve it there. I don't know anything about this game. I'm assuming that's some type of puzzle. And I think it would be very... If he was looking it up on his phone, like, or double checking on his phone, I feel like that's a situation where you have to, if someone's like, you were looking it up, you have to be like, I mean, yeah, I was stuck for a while and I'm streaming. But I think he doubled down again, if I remember correctly, so... Pirate Software allegedly solves Animal Well secret ending single-handedly, which took the community weeks to solve together. This is the other game, I believe.
And if you fix this, Outer Wilds was glaringly obvious because he was looking at his phone. It was so obvious that I thought it was like surely he wouldn't do that, right? But in this game, it's glaringly obvious because he's trying to have the world believe that he blindly solves every ending, even the secret developer fourth wall breaking ending that it was solved by the community after was it weeks? It was a long ass fucking time, considering they were all at it.
So, like, I could see him, like, I will play devil's advocate here. Maybe he didn't look these things up, but as a streamer, you have, like, I'm a small streamer, and I get people in my chat when I'm stuck, and they are giving me ideas. They've either done it already and are trying to guide me, and I have to, if I don't want to know that, I either have to actively not look at chat or be like, don't tell me, please, don't tell me, sort of thing. People put, like, rules in their chat, like no spoilers or whatever. So I have a hard time believing that he just magically solved it without any help from chat, without looking it up or whatever. Like, I feel like there's some sort of assistance there, whether he was looking for the assistance or not, because you're at least probably gonna see something from your chat, especially, I don't know how long this game's been out, but if the game's been out for a while, then he's definitely going to at least see something from someone in his large chat that's probably saying, oh, you just have to do this, or oh, it's this thing. And like, that's okay. You can't control if you saw what someone said in your chat. Just be like, yeah, I saw I got a hint from looking at my chat. It wasn't intentional. And that, like, that's fine. There's no shame in that or whatever. I mean, it's just part of streaming. But he seems to, from what I've seen, doubled down, tripled down, whatever. Elon grinding Path of Exile 2 while attending the presidential inauguration? We're getting to things I haven't seen at all yet.
Elon! How are you there? Wait, how are you in the Sulfurix cabins right now, Elon? Nah, Elon, seriously, bro, come on. How? Bro, stop. This mod, dude. What are you doing?
Is that
Elon,
JD Vance's little wave just...
you're in a map right now, level 96, but I can see you there.
How did he... Is he friends with him? Is that what that was? I'm guessing? Friends, yeah.
Elon!
I mean, technically, I guess he could have left it open on his computer, but that is pretty sus considering everything. Also, that's an interesting hat that looks like a flopped green pancake on Ivanka, I believe her name is. We got Jeff Bezos there. Why do we have so many tech people standing up in the inauguration? We're not going to get into politics. We're just going to acknowledge this. Oh, I don't know anything about this. Streamer Pixie, I guess, alleges Destiny non-consensually shared inappropriate photos of her and will be filing a civil suit. On November 29th, the streamer Destiny non-consensually shared my inappropriate photos, making me a victim of revenge content. I will be suing him in federal court. Here is my story. You have to... Okay, I've never seen that before. Hold up. What? Okay, I thought you had to like sign up for some email list to get access to the story, and I was like, that's weird. Okay, I don't know why it's on that weird link. And links to her fundraising campaign. Also, if you're a leftist in quote who has talked about the situation without so much as contacting me, you owe me an apology. On top of being a victim of revenge content, I now have to deal with people lying about my dating life and further dehumanization of me. I know I shouldn't elaborate more, but I think one of the worst parts of what happened is learning how so many people I genuinely thought were my friends are so easily and willing to betray me. I don't understand what I've done to them that to make them want to treat me like this. Okay, I'm going to go into this saying I think if someone accuses someone of any type of SA, that they should be believed and taken seriously. I also think it should be handled as apparently she is doing, I don't know the story yet, in the court of law, which ideally will do what it's supposed to do, though I know that's not always the case, but ideally handled in the court of law, and ideally brings justice. Also, not necessary to send hate to people. So don't send hate to people. You can support someone without sending hate to someone else, because there is the clause of innocent until proven guilty. That's not saying not to believe the person that is saying something happened to them. You can support someone that is saying they had something terrible happen to them while also not going after the accused person full throttle until it is handled appropriately. So far, she's taking it to court. I would assume that her lawyer approved her putting this out for some reason or another. So let's read this. Pixie's Substack. I will be suing Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II. I guess that is Destiny's name. On November 29th, I learned that the streamer Destiny had non-consensually shared graphic content of me online. My dignity, peace of mind, and hopes for the future were stripped away in a mere matter of seconds following the betrayal of someone I previously trusted. I am at least the third person he has done this to. Damn. I hope to be the last. I will not be commenting on the experience of the other woman he has hurt, as it is not my place or story to tell. Appropriate. I will, however, share my story in the hopes of preventing this from occurring again. I have known Destiny for around 5 to 6 years now and often find myself in heavy disagreement with him. Despite this, I do my best to see the best sides of all people, trying my hardest to spread positivity and create understanding where I can. It's corny, but I want to meet people where they are and focus on which ways we can build bridges together towards a better future for everyone. Okay, good attitude so far. Some people call this a fault of mine. They claim I am naive and should be more careful. Those people are right. I've been there, girl. When I was 19, over 5 years ago, I was extremely inexperienced and sheltered, being severely terrified of leading someone on, or SA. I thought I could trust Destiny, who I had multiple long conversations with regarding consent and boundaries, which is always important. So you can imagine my surprise when I discovered he distributed graphic content of me without my consent. Yes, you read that right. Stephen Kenneth Bonnell II sent graphic content of me to a random 19-year-old e-girl Discord kitten whom he had never met before, and then she published it to the whole world. Okay, well, so far at least no one's underage. That's good. I'm not sure I would refer to the other girl as an e-girl Discord kitten, because if she didn't want to see, I mean, it's not appropriate, but presuming that like the male had permission to have this content and share it, like say it was a consensual like photo shoot from someone professional, just sending that, I believe, to someone without their consent is also a form of SA. So potentially this 19-year-old Discord kitten might also be a victim here. Her publishing it to the whole world does make that a bit, but was she publishing it in an attempt to say, hey, this happened to me? Or what? I would need I think we would all need the context of that, but that would be up to these people to share. Rest assured, despite never having met her, he at least spoke to her plenty of times on the phone, and we have an image. Phone calls and apology, Destiny. Ugh, there shouldn't be no. I'm so sorry. There's literally zero excuse. I'd had phone convos and stuff with this person. They were fairly close to me. It's worthless to say it at this point, but I'm super sorry. There's literally no excuse. I won't say or confirm anything about them. If there's any particular action or thing I can do, just let me know. Okay, so we're lacking context here, but I presume that this is referring to him apologizing to Pixie, the author here, and saying that like he's sorry he sent it to this person. Of course, this is what he says happened. I think it is just as likely that he used her as a proxy to widely distribute this material while claiming deniability. So yeah, I would say this is, I would be curious about, I mean, I don't want to pry into people's business, but I'm just saying in the context of this, I would be concerned, I guess might be the word, for this other 19-year-old mentioned girl, because that is barely legal, and also not a fully developed prefrontal cortex. I'm not saying that excuses any behavior, but probably more easily manipulated and also probably less experienced just in the world. I do not understand why Destiny would knowingly and willingly put me in a position where I would receive nonstop sexual abuse and harassment. If we believe him, he was trying to impress a barely legal teenager using my body and my privacy. Yeah, that's very weird. Trying to, like, even if everything was consensual, I feel like it's really weird to be like, hey, girl, look, I snagged this girl. See, she even sent me photos. Like, if a guy tried to do that to me, I'd just be like, I don't, what? Stop. And also, now I don't trust you because you're just gonna do that to me, to the next girl. Like, what? How old is Destiny? This is gonna pop up the game. 36 years. Yeah, that's like double age. Okay. The betrayal, coupled with the hundreds of messages I've received filled with blankual harassment and abuse, have left me feeling hopeless and devoid of almost all happiness. Oh no, that's terrible. The only thing that has kept me going is the hope that I can bring this man to justice and have him face legal consequences for his actions. For the past month, I have been speaking to lawyers, good, about my situation and what to do, and have decided this is the best course of action. Good that she talked to lawyers. I will be suing him for violating U.S. Federal Code 15 U.S.C. Is that an and sign? And 6851. I don't know legalese. Is that an and sign? What does this symbol mean? Section sign. Oh, learned something new today. Section 6851. Civil action relating to disclosure of intimate images and for publication of private facts in Florida. Is he in Florida? Why is all the bad people... Can fellow Floridians be normal? Thank you. I will be seeking emotional and punitive damages for his actions, as you should. I have been told that a court case like this could potentially cost over tens of thousands of dollars. I'm terrified. I mean, this guy talks about potentially suing Hassan as if for fun, and Hassan actually has the resources to defend himself.
That's really interesting that Destiny also said he was an out and about Nazi, because it didn't seem like he had any issues basically platforming Sam Hyde when Sam Hyde was talking about how he wanted to murder me.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. You're such a baby, dude. I didn't actually know back then if Sam Hyde was like a full-on Nazi or not. I didn't know 100%.
Why are
there was still like a little bit of doubt in my mind. I wasn't sure. But then when I started watching some of his like his serious podcast stuff, I was like, oh shit, this guy is like a super Nazi. This is in 2022. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards maybe
okay, so I don't,
him being
this
a Nazi.
is like a 40-minute video, but if someone wants to watch it, it's on Destiny's channel. Hassan accuses Destiny of trying to fund his schmurder. And it's from 2 weeks ago. We're gonna take it at face value. If you're interested in fact checking her, the link is there. I cannot imagine what he might try to do to me in this process. Sometimes I wonder if he does this as an intimidation tactic. That's what most people do when they're this type of person. I wonder if he is purposefully trying to put fear into my heart when he casually talks about throwing money into a lawsuit with a multimillionaire who can fight back. It's a way to flex, in my opinion, probably. I mean, Destiny's a big name. I would presume he's also worth a bit. As if it's an indirect flaunt/warning over his capability of outspending me in whatever legal case I throw at him. Yeah, it's a way to kind of show power. At the request of my friends, I have been encouraged to link my Give, Send, Go regarding this case here in hopes that we can raise enough for me to legally succeed. If you want to support her, the link is givesendgo.com/SueDestiny. Whoever the next, quote, Joe Rogan of the left is, it cannot be someone that crosses sexual boundaries, violates consent, and puts women's well-being and safety at risk. It cannot be someone who puts women in positions where they will be abused and harassed. It concerns me that Destiny has been interviewing potential DNC chair candidates such as Marianne Williamson or Martin O'Malley, who have no idea of what he's done. Okay, so he's interviewing someone that is running for DNC chair. And then Martin O'Malley, another candidate for DNC chair. Okay, so interesting. As time passes and he tries to position himself to have interviews with increasingly powerful figures such as Zelensky, who is that? Destiny shot a shot at interviewing Zelensky, one of his communications advisors. I don't know who this is because I would be willing to travel to Kiev. The president of Ukraine. I feel like that's something I should know, and I just showed that I am a dumb American. I apologize. That is interesting. The power that streamers have nowadays with like Asmongold being in direct contact with like billionaire tech, I don't know if what the right word is, but like figurehead, I guess. Elon Musk, and now Destiny is like talking to the president of Ukraine. It's getting crazy. I can't help be filled with fear that Destiny might continue to succeed despite facing no repercussions for its actions. If the Democratic Party wishes to succeed in the future, it cannot be a party that accepts the sexual exploitation of women. It cannot be a party that allows men like Destiny to break into the mainstream, or allowing him to access to such spaces would be a direct endorsement of his behavior. I've been told that the payout might not be worth the harassment and attention I will receive. In an ideal world, I would do this privately, but I've been told there is no realistic way the court will grant me anonymity. That is a problem with SA and harassment court things. This means my only option is public. I've been told by a variety of people to not go public. I've been told by some people that Steven really does feel sorry, but I'm not inclined to believe them, especially taking into consideration his actions regarding me. Regardless, what Destiny did is unacceptable, and I believe he will do the skin unless he faces justice. Let me be clear. Destiny has violated federal law in his transgressions against me. He has violated my consent and is directly responsible for the sexual abuse I have received. I am terrified. Oh, that's terrible. Evidence log, him apologizing to me for his action. Note I had to contact him asking about the situation before he sent me this message. That's the one we already saw. Him downplaying the pain I felt and my concern. More complicated than that. I feel like there's no justice for what's been done. I feel like people for the rest of my life are going to try to send it to my family or workplace or wherever I go. Yeah, once stuff is out there, it's out there. I feel extremely violated with how so many people saw me non-consensually in a vulnerable position. I feel like people are always going to use this as proof that I slept my way into whatever achievement I garner. I feel like it's evidence that everything would be better with me gone. That's really sad. I hope she can get through this. I think the number of people who know or even keep up with it enough to go after you on this probably almost zero. I think people hate others involved. Me, Lauren, Nick, Lowell, I don't know who those people are. Way more, and it overshadows everything a lot more. As for any achievements or anything like that, the majority of the work and stuff you've done has been completely independent from me anyways. So the only people who would say anything like that are people who have said shit like that anyway and aren't worth your time. Unfortunately, people do put weight into these things. Destiny offering to pay some bills, I guess, to try and make me feel better. I'm sorry. Is a water bill being paid going to make me feel okay about the lifelong trauma I received? This feels super lame, and I don't at all want to imply that somehow just giving you money helps anything go away or fixes everything for you. But if you have any bills or owe money on anything or have any financial stuff I can help you with, I can at the very least chip in and help with any of that. So it's at least one less thing you have to worry about or stress over while you're worrying and getting through this. I would say then we can do a settlement and she can get a lot more money than he's offering there, probably. Because, yeah. Well, I hope that she gets through that, and I hope justice is served, whatever the result is. Please don't send hate to anyone. Only support people that come out. Oh, God. And now we're going right into this. Asman says the Holocaust, quote, probably happened. So I really didn't I might regret saying this. I really didn't like Asmongold for a while, and it was because I never watched him long enough to realize that the majority of what he was doing on stream is just sarcastic rage bait. I'm hoping that he's being sarcastic here. I'm not saying it's okay to joke about it. Oh, it's being removed. There isn't even a mirror for it. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm going to And that's weird. Okay, well, I can't comment on it without seeing it. I really hope it's sarcasm. That still doesn't excuse it. Pretty sure the large number of people that were treated terribly and harmed and or life taken away are proof enough. What is going on? Why are streamers so involved in politics lately? Police report filed as Destiny accused of sharing intimate recording of woman. So this is the same situation. I guess she has a different name. Cherry filed a police report for the incident. Oh, no, this is a different one. Oh. Twitch streamer Cherry, I'm going to just say it that way, I'm sorry if it's wrong, who has accused streamer Destiny of sharing private content of her without permission, says she filed a police report for the incident. On January 21st, 2 women accused Destiny of sharing graphic content of them online without their consent. Content creator Pixie, which is the one we just read, was the first to go public, and she said she would be taking legal action. And then it quotes her saying that. Second woman, known as Cherry, revealed she too discovered Destiny had shared intimate audio recording taken of me without consent. God. Destiny has denied allegations from Pixie claiming the content was stolen from him. How? I mean, I guess you can be hacked, but still. And that he had no control over it being distributed. The leak happened without my knowledge, consent, or authorization. On January 23rd, Cherry posted on X that she made a report to police that would be filed in the following days. I submitted my report and my evidence to the police this morning. It will be filed in 3 to 5 days, and despite my best, there was no certain way to submit the report and keep my identity anonymous in filing. Yeah. Being public is the only reason I was able to find out what happened to me, but I am worried about harassment moving forward and am doing my best to do the right thing and also protect myself. I will not post my own revenge photos online. I showed parts of it to my friend to show him what was sent to me and ask for help. He is now being harassed for supporting and believing me. That's terrible. I submitted my report and evidence to the police this morning. In a post the day previously, Cherry stated her intention to file the report as well as revealing Destiny had blocked her and, quote, banned me and people supporting me from his community. I have not done anything besides ask him for an explanation, as I was assured this was something he didn't do to me. When I wasn't given one privately, I spoke publicly, she continued. She accuses Destiny of recording her while we had intimate time without my consent, and no regard for me, also shared that recording to others. Oof. At the time of writing, Destiny has not responded publicly to Cherry's accusations. Okay, so Pixie mentioned there was other people, and now we've got one of the other people. It's not looking good for Destiny. So we can only hope that justice is served. So if you want to support those women, I'm sure they have it on their platforms. We have Cherry and we have Pixie. And yeah, so that seems to be the situation of LivestreamFails lately. That took much longer than I was expecting. I was like 15 clips. That's going to take me 15 minutes. Here we are almost an hour later. So you guys get an extra long video, I guess. For those that do watch me on stream, I apologize for the lack of streams lately. I've already addressed that in my Discord a little bit to y'all. For anyone that doesn't watch me stream, you can follow me. It's the same name. It's ItsEmmaElise over on twitch.tv. And I will be uploading here on all my socials and on stream regularly, hopefully. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!